Hello, good morning. This is BBC News with the latest headlines. An internal technical issue is blamed after a global blackout lasting 6 hours hits Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram. The company says there's no evidence user data was compromised. How were you affected by the outage? Did it impact your business or your family's plans? Or was it nice to have a bit of time off social media? Do get in touch with me on Twitter at Annita_McVeigh, and you can use the hashtag BBC Your Questions. The Prime Minister confirms only a small number of people have applied for the new visas to drive HGVs in the UK after the government relaxed visa rules for up to 5,000 drivers.
They only produced 127 names and so far, and what that shows is the global shortage.
And courts will be given new powers to stop activists going to demonstrations following weeks of disruption by climate protesters. The NHS says a landmark new treatment for sickle cell will keep thousands of people out of hospital over the next 3 years. And also coming up this hour, with more teenagers making money as influencers on social media, we report on whether the rules for under 18s are strict enough. Hello, a very good morning to you and welcome to BBC News. Social media services Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram are back up and running after a major global blackout. All three services, which Facebook owns, couldn't be accessed over the web or on smartphone apps for 6 hours. A staggering 3.5 billion people around the world use Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram. A website which tracks outages said yesterday's blackout was the largest failure it had ever seen, with 10.6 million problems reported right around the world. Facebook has blamed an internal technical issue, and company boss Mark Zuckerberg has apologized for the disruption. Shares in Facebook plunged by nearly 5%, its largest decline in nearly a year. From Silicon Valley, our technology correspondent James Clayton reports.
The number of people that use Facebook and its spin-offs WhatsApp and Instagram is nothing short of staggering. 3.5 billion people across the world, including tens of thousands of businesses. So when something goes wrong, Facebook said, "We want to make clear at this time we believe the root cause of this outage was a faulty configuration change. We also have no evidence that user data was compromised as a result of this." The outage was said to have caused mayhem in Facebook's headquarters here in Silicon Valley as technicians scrambled to work out what was going on. Facebook was losing over £100,000 a minute, and its share price fell. Mark Zuckerberg personally lost around £4 billion. Most of these kinds of outages last for around an hour. What made this so unusual was how long it took to fix. And the scale of it too. The outage wasn't localized, it was global, affecting users across the world.
You might see only
This couldn't have happened at a worse time for Facebook. Today, a whistleblower who used to work for Facebook, Frances Haugen, will tell US politicians that Facebook's own research found that Instagram was dangerous to teenagers' mental health. A bad week for the social network is getting worse by the day. James Clayton, BBC News, San Francisco.
Let's get more on this now with Chris Stokel-Walker, who's a technology journalist and author of TikTok Boom. Morning to you, Chris. Let's begin in layperson's terms, if you would, with what caused this, or at least what is Facebook saying caused this?